guys. Still the 25th. I just want to do a quick one. My sweetie got back from the market. She went to the Lipa market too, because it's easier to get. She walked up, but then easier to get a trike back. And she did some shopping. Now she got the tray of eggs for $1.50 for the good sized ones. She got a fantastic deal on the apples, the mangoes, the bananas. Now I don't know if it's because, our other market we went to, it was cheaper in the morning. If you went early in the morning, it was a little bit cheaper. And then you go at 5 o'clock in the evening, it's a little more expensive. And then right at the end, when they're getting ready to close, it gets cheap again. That's how you got to shop around here. Now, it also could have been because of the skin tax when I was there. They could have upped the prices on there. But she got really good deals on everything. She was budget shopping, and she got the watermelon for $100. She got the apples for like 10 pesos a piece. We always pay 2 for $25 was a good deal we could get. They're nice sized ones, so you got to watch. You guys come in here as expats. Sometimes you just got to let your wife go and shop on her own, because you do the shopping and they're going to hit you with the skin tax, and a lot of places do it. I mean, some people say, "Oh no, that doesn't happen." I had some Filipino get on here. That doesn't happen. Well, you numbskull. Of course it does. You know better than that, because it does happen. It happens quite often. My one big story was we were in Alabang, and they had a downstairs on the bottom floors where they have all these little, just out in the middle of the aisleway of these shops. And I walked by there and I saw a really nice man purse thingy. And my wife went over there. It was a pretty good price. Well, she went over there. It was a Muslim lady all in her wrappy thing, all wrapped up, looked like a mummy almost. And she went over there and she got the woman down to $6.50 from, I don't remember the price. It was, I can't remember if it was $13.50 or $18.50, probably $13.50. And she went over there and she got her down to $6.50 for this man purse. So, okay. So, well, she didn't have the $6.50, so she got me and I walked over there. As soon as that lady saw me, it went up to full price again. She crossed her arms and she was not selling it for less. So don't tell me there's not a skin tax here. And guess what? She didn't make the sale. She could have sold it for $6.50 and made a little bit, but instead, no, I'm not buying it for, no way. I'm just not going to do that. I don't like how that's done. I said this before on the one store. When I first got here, I smoked. Not like people do, pack a day or 2 packs a day or something. I'd smoke a cigarette maybe 1 or 2 a week, or sometimes 1 or 2 a month. Well, there was a store across the way, little lady, and a nice husband and wife team, and then they had their son and daughter working in there sometimes, and I went in there, would always get the Fortune Lights, and it was 10 peso. That's what they were charging me. And this is what, guys, this is 8 years ago, and when they were 2 peso. And then my buddy Onad came over one day, and I always have a smoke with him. And he was going up to the store to get some. He didn't have any, so I said, "Hey," I gave him 10 pesos. "Hey, grab me one too. I just want one. I don't need any more than that." So he went ahead and he comes back and he gives me my smoke and he hands me 8 pesos. I said, "What the hell's that all about?" "They're only 2 peso. And I went back there and told the lady, "Hey, you've been charging me now for how many months? You've been charging me 10 pesos for this." She looked me straight in the eye and she said, "Well, what do you care? You're rich." This is the mentality that they have, that every foreigner is rich. I'm not rich, guys. Now we're doing okay. I bought this little house, and people say, "Oh, why didn't you get a bigger one?" Blah blah blah. I get a bigger one. Well, this is what we can afford. This is it. This is what we're going to start with. We're going to do things down the road, more with houses and stuff for the kids. But my goal is taking care of these little ones. They're little Filipinos too. They're flams. But you do got to watch that if you're a foreigner coming here. This dang skin tax they put on you. And there's a lot of places that there wasn't. There's people that absolutely wouldn't do that for nothing. They're happy to see you, and they want to do a nice job for you. But there's other ones that just all they want to do is gouge you for everything they can. It's even with the tricycle. When I'm there, the price was higher to haul the stuff home. Now she gets a ride, and it was much cheaper. It's just what they're doing and what they're gonna do. So You're an expat coming here, know that. If you got a sweetheart or anything, but you got to watch too. Some of these guys here. One fella I know just from on the Facebook and the Messenger. He had a girlfriend, and he saw one of my videos, and he got back with me, and he said, "Oh, well, that stuff's not that cheap. We can't get that. I'm paying for an apple. I'm paying 50 pesos for an apple, and I'm paying all these prices." And because he wasn't going to the market, he was sending his girlfriend. And you know what she was doing? She was coming back and spending maybe 1,000 or 1,500 pesos, and then telling them it was 4,000. You know, so she was gouging him. She was hitting him, and he had been talking about marrying her, and he changed his mind. He absolutely changed his mind when he found out what the prices were and stuff. And I said, "You gotta watch that too. There's scammers all over." There was one YouTube channel. I can't remember the guy's name. I did subscribe to his channel, but he talks about the fellow built a house for her. As soon as she got the house done and all this stuff, kicked him out. Get out. Get out of the place. And nothing he could do. And married to her. Now he wants to go back to his country because it's against the law to get another woman here. That's adultery. They'll blackmail you, throw you in jail, and all that kind of stuff. So he goes back. Now she's trying to fight over there. She'll take however many years it takes just to try to get him for that, and say, "You've got to send me money and all this stuff." And she put it out and stole his house. So, but don't be under any illusions that this can't happen, because I'm seeing it happen more and more. Take your time if you're looking for a Filipina. If you do want to get married to one, make sure you get a good one. That's for sure. You don't want to rush into it. I see some of these guys. One guy I watched here on YouTube, I think he's 70 something, and his wife's in her 20s. I guess that's cool for him. That works out for him. But like me, I wanted someone to talk to when I was looking for a girl. I went ahead and I set an age of 32, and at the time I was 52. Because what would you have in common if I'm 60 and I get somebody 20? We don't listen to the same music. A lot of stuff. My wife now, I have the real nice karaoke that hooks up with the Bluetooth to my phone, and I can get the YouTube music now, and I also got the Spotify. And I'm getting old tunes that I used to listen to a long time ago and playing them, and she digs them. She's like, "Oh, that's some nice music." And I listen to all different kinds. I love bluegrass, big band. I like Artie Shaw. There's a bunch of stuff. I like Gino Vanelli. I like Steely Dan. I mean, Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, him too. And I got all kinds of music I listen to. Country music, all the stars on that. Some of the new country isn't really country anymore. It's pop music. But I like to listen to a lot. Soul, Isley Brothers. I was playing some Isley Brothers the other day, and I love those guys. I don't have one type of music that I listen to. I listen to a lot, and my wife's digging on most of it. She's like, some of the serenades from the big band, these bands they had back in the 30s and 40s. She said, "Save that one till bedtime," because she said it's making me want to sleep. I thought that was kind of cute, but just watch when you go shopping. She got a real good deal on onions and stuff like that, and tomatoes. I think she got all those tomatoes for like 20 pesos for the bag, 40 cents, which that's pretty good compared to where we used to shop. And we still going to go out to Padre Garcia, and we're gonna, once we get going here and get a little more money in our pocket, we're going to do some exploring. They don't seem around here to mind that the kids are out. Everywhere I go, I see kids in the cars. I see them out with their parents. I actually saw kids in the mall here. So it's not as restrictive here. When we were over at Carmona at the Walter Mart, you could not take your kids inside. I'd have to put the kids in the car, and one of us would have to go into the store to do whatever we were doing if we all went together. But here, kids are going in. Kids are going into the shops. I took the boy, when I got him his root beer the other day, went right inside the 7-Eleven by the police station, and the police were out doing like a road check. They weren't really stopping all the cars. They were just kind of looking and not bothering anyone. But I saw him over there, and the one guy was looking at me, and I waved at him, and he waved back, and my boy and I walked into the 7-Eleven, had our masks on. When you're here, you got to do that thing when you're out in public. That's what's required. Don't trip yourself up as a foreigner. Now, when I go walking around here, I don't, like with the camera and stuff like that. And if I'm out on the street away from anyone, but you go into any kind of a store or anything, yeah, I'm putting it on. I'm not gonna buck the system here and get myself in hot water. Don't do it either, guys. I just wouldn't. We go into some places and they require you wear the mask and shield. No problem. I got them. My wife bought me a real nice shield for my birthday. It's kind of cool looking. And what's really nice about it, when I'm not wearing it, it fits perfectly on the top of my head, almost like a hat. So it doesn't bother me too much to have it. And so it's kind of cool. And but that's our day. This is the second one. And our little plant, the kids were playing, and they busted our little jasmine plant off. So we threw it in some water, see if it'll reroot. I hope it does. But the weather's still pretty cool. I don't know if you can see this, but it's kind of breezy. I hope they come and cut our grass over here pretty quick. Lots of little field mice running around. I went hiking through that grass that they cut last night because I could see. I won't walk in it when it's long, but I went hiking through there, and you can see the little tiny mice are scurrying away in front of you. There's a lot of them. And our little lady cat that's going to drop her kittens, I think she went somewhere to drop her kittens because I didn't see her. But she has been coming in here and sleeping here, and the little kitties are sleeping here too. They were born here. When the house was still under construction, we went into the bathroom, and they were in a box in the bathroom. That's where she had her kitties. So this is kind of their home. And she's a busy girl. She catches these mice. There were so many times I see her with a mouse in her mouth. And now there's that yellow one, that yellow kitty. I think that's the papa. I see him carrying mice now, and he's going way over there into that corner. So I think she probably had her kitties there because she was getting ready to drop. But I hope we don't get inundated with cats in here. But I don't know. My wife we put out some pork fat and stuff, and she said, "Oh, put it on the other side of the wall." I said, "No, I'm not going to put it in the other. Put it in here. The cat comes in here all the time anyway." And the cat, that other kitty, ate some, and then I seen him carrying a big piece of fat last night, and he carried it over there. So I think he's bringing her food. She must have had the kitties. So, but we got 3 little ones around, and they stay under my car. The bad thing is they're climbing up on the motor now. They're jumping in on the car. I open up the hood, and they're sitting on the motor. So I don't like that. That's just not a good deal. So, but I'm gonna let you go. This was just one about the fruits and stuff, and you can get good deals even here in Lipa. It's not so high if you shop around. So this is Rick Shaw out.